You still haven't changed my oil.
Yeah, well, cars aren't supposed to talk to people, so just stop.
Then change my oil already.
But I don't wanna. I just don't wanna do it.
I will brake and you'll end up getting stranded. You'll have to figure out how to call a tow truck.
You don't have to threaten me. I was going to do it. Hey friend, when you make up your mind about something, nothing stands in your way. I'm Amy on A Lolly Life, and today's episode is a step-by-step guide on how to get the oil changed in your car. Put the keywords Oil Change Express into the maps on your phone, or you can ask a friend or a family member if they have a suggestion for the best place to go get your oil changed quickly. Once you've picked a location, most places have coupons online, and it only takes a couple minutes. It's usually worth your time and effort to go and look up a coupon and print one out or put it on your phone. An oil change express place doesn't require an appointment. However, if you get really nervous and you continually put it off, it might be helpful to put an appointment on your calendar for when you're going to go and get your oil changed, even though you don't actually have to have an appointment. It's also helpful sometimes if you're really nervous to invite a friend and say, hey, you want to ride along with me while I go get my oil changed? It's just nice to have somebody else there who's got your back. While each place is different, most places where you get your oil changed quickly, you don't actually pull up and park. You'll pull up to the garage doors. A lot of times they'll have arrows on the asphalt or maybe signs close by that you can follow the directions to those to help you figure out which doors you need to pull up to. When I pulled into the parking lot, I was going to pull up to the doors at the front of the building. I noticed that there were arrows on the ground that directed me to not pull in that direction, and so I went around to the back and pulled in that way. If I hadn't been watching for the arrows or the signs, I would have pulled in the wrong direction. Now, if you do pull in the wrong direction, it's really not that big of a deal. Generally speaking, they'll just tell you to go around to the other side of the building, and you just drive around to the other side of the building. Sometimes when you pull up to the garage doors, they'll be extra busy and it might take them a minute or two to get to you. If you pull up and nobody comes out to you and it doesn't appear like they're extra busy, it's okay for you to tap your horn lightly and let them know that there's somebody out there. They may not have recognized that somebody is pulled up. Each oil change place is slightly different. Some of them have you drive your own car in. Most of the time what I've found is that they will come out to you and talk to you at the window of your car, and then you go inside and they drive your car into the oil change place. When the attendant comes out, just let them know that you need your oil changed. They'll give you directions on what you need to do next. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll have to drive it in for you, but the lobby's right there.
Okay. If they have you pull your own car into the garage, you'll need to know how to pop the hood of the car. Most cars have a button that you pull on or push on that pops the hood. Don't pop the trunk. We're looking at popping the hood. Usually the hood popping button is below and just left of the steering wheel. You'll need to know what kind of oil you want them to put in your car because they're going to ask. And so that's something that you need to decide ahead of time. If you don't know what kind of oil you want them to put in your car, it's okay for you to ask them for a suggestion. However, keep in mind that they're probably going to suggest something that's a little bit more expensive than some of the other things that they might have available. And so that is something to keep in mind. They will come out and show you that your air filter is dirty and it probably needs to be changed. Now, if this is something that you can't actually do for yourself, it might be a good idea to do this. It's okay to tell them, no, you're not going to change the air filter right now, and maybe only do it every couple of times that you get your oil changed.
How you doing? This is your cabin filter. We need to replace. It's $21.99.
I think I'll just do it when I get home.
Okay.
But
Okay.
thanks.
Yes. And you're about a quart and a half of coolant.
Of coolant.
Yes.
Well, then let's add that.
Is that okay?
Yes, please. If they notice maintenance things that need to be done on your car, particularly smaller maintenance things that they can just do right then, a lot of times they'll ask you about them, and then they can do those things right then for a small fee. When sending my son to get the oil changed for the first time by himself, I just told him to tell them no to every one of the upcharges and to come home and let us know what it is that they might have suggested, and that we would go ahead and make a decision after the fact so that we had time to think about it. Don't let the fact that they're going to ask you several questions make you nervous. If you don't know the answer, a good answer is, no, not right now. I don't want you to do it right now. They won't ring up your bill until the very end. And part of that is because there are going to be several things that they're going to ask you about that they might add to the bill, like getting the air filter changed, or what kind of oil you want. And so they don't ring up your bill until the very end. If they haven't already taken your coupon, when you give them your bank card to pay for it, then that's a good time to give them your coupon. The oil change generally only takes about 10 or 15 minutes. And so if you're waiting in the waiting room, then you'll be in there for about 10 or 15 minutes. And if you're in your car, then that's where you'll be sitting for 10 or 15 minutes. On the way home, you can rock out to some music because you did it, you did it, you got the oil changed, you did it, you did it, you got the oil changed. And your car will thank you. Thank you very much. Remember, you are luminous, like a flashlight shoved up against a water bottle or a 2-story tall bonfire. Something like that. I'll see you next time on A Lolly Life.